Collinwood in the year 1840, a time of peril for all who bear the Collins name, but especially for Quentyn Collins, who is on trial as a warlock. On this day, the prosecution has shown the court that he possessed some mysterious power which enabled him to rouse the spirit of a young woman named Joanna Mills. The prosecution has maintained that this proves its case against Quentyn and has asked the court to render an immediate verdict against him, a verdict which could cost him his life.
It's all right. What surprises me is that Dawson didn't bring up the letter before.
They can't possibly grant his motion.
I've been here longer than you have. They can do anything they please.
They're ready.
This tribunal has considered the prosecutor's motion very carefully and is ready to render a decision. It is the opinion of all three judges here that the prosecution... May I ask the reason for this interruption?
I have come to offer testimony in this trial. My name is Joanna Mills.
What did you say your name was?
Joanna Mills.
Would you step forward to the bench, young woman?
Your Honor, this is some kind of a gigantic hoax.
The court wishes to speak to this young woman, Mr. Dawson.
Quentyn, is this Joanna?
I don't believe it, but yes, it's Joanna.
Your Honor, my name has been mentioned in this trial. That is why I am here, to give testimony.
Your Honor, I must ask the court not to allow this woman to take the stand.
On what grounds, Mr. Dawson?
On the rather obvious ground that she cannot possibly be Joanna Mills. Joanna Mills is dead. I have offered into testimony the transcript of her death certificate. This woman is an impostor.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Dawson. You have introduced into evidence a death certificate. But it couldn't possibly be the death certificate of this young woman. Unless you believe that this woman you see standing before you is dead. Is that what you're saying?
No, of course, that's not what I'm saying, Your Honor.
Is counsel willing to admit that this woman is alive?
Of course I admit that. This is ridiculous.
Then the defense urges the court to allow this woman to testify. The defendant is willing to swear that this is Joanna Mills.
The defendant will swear to anything to save his neck.
Mr. Dawson.
No, my apologies, Your Honor, but I maintain that this woman is here as a trick on the part of the defense. They are trying to make this trial a mockery of justice.
It seems to me that the prosecution has already done a good job of that.
Gentlemen, now stop this bickering. It's leading us nowhere. Now, the pertinent question before this court is the identity of this young woman. If we can prove that she is Joanna Mills, then we will be very willing to hear what she has to say.
I think that I have a solution for that, Your Honor.
Speak up, Mr. Collins.
Your Honor, the best argument for allowing this woman to testify was given by the prosecution himself.
What are you talking about?
Wasn't it Mr. Dawson himself who first informed the tribunal of what Joanna Mills actually looked like? I refer to the sketch that he himself introduced into evidence not more than an hour ago. All the tribunal has to do is to look at the sketch, give it a study, and decide whether the likeness is of that woman standing here.
I object to that, Your Honor.
Objection overruled. We will even go a step further, Mr. Collins. We will take a sample of this young woman's handwriting and study it together with the self-portrait. Now, we are prepared to confer on this matter and render a decision at 2 p.m. Court is adjourned until that time.
Oh, I truly regret that Quentyn's trial is not for public display. I would so much like to be there to see the final plannings put to use. Oh, well, I believe Charles will probably reenact the whole situation for me. Well, what's the matter, my dear? You're not enjoying my enjoyment.
I can't forget what happened last night. Who left those letters in the trunk?
I told you I don't know.
It can only be the ghost of Joanna Mills. She's come back to haunt us.
Well, why would she come back at this particular time?
I don't know about such things, Gerard. Maybe it's because I've been writing those letters in her name. I don't know.
Yes, you started writing those letters to Daphne and Quentyn a long time ago. Well, why didn't she appear then?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore, Gerard. Hold me. Hold me and tell me that everything is all right, please.
Yes, my dear, everything is just perfect. Today, Trask is nailing shut the coffin on Quentyn Collins. He's testifying about the letter.
Wait a minute. You told me that Dawson would not introduce that letter as testimony.
He didn't want to, my dear. But when he saw that Barnabas could tear Trask's testimony apart, he had no other choice. And so right now, 3 judges are sitting in conference waiting to give their verdict to Quentyn Collins.
Maybe it's all over. Right now.
Quite possibly, my dear. Quite possibly.
Barnabas, I don't see how they can refuse to let Joanna take the stand.
Of course they will. And when they do, Dawson's case will be ruined.
He's had his setbacks before. He always turns up with something else.
Quentyn, may I speak to you? Alone?
Barnabas, do you mind?
Of course not.
Are you glad to see me, Quentyn?
Yes, of course. I'm just, I think, in a state of shock. You see, everyone was convinced that you were dead.
I know. I was shocked when I found out.
Joanna, there are a lot of things I don't understand.
Quentyn, it's almost 2 o'clock, and we have very little time. I just wanted to see you again. Alone. The way we used to see each other.
Now listen to me. For the past several weeks, I've been receiving notes from you in your handwriting. Now, thinking you were dead, I couldn't understand how the notes got to Collinwood. Now that you're alive, perhaps you can explain to me.
Are you asking me if I wrote them or if I sent them to
Both.
you? Well, I did not send them to you. As for my having written them, I'd have to see them to answer that.
They were in your handwriting, I'm certain of that.
I did write several notes to you while I was in the sanitarium.
And?
But believe me, Quentyn, I did not send them to you. I don't know how you could have received them.
Well, somebody's responsible for it. Perhaps the same person who's responsible for my being in here.
You're not going to be here much longer, darling. I'm going to do everything in my power to help clear you. You're in serious trouble and you need me. I was always there when you needed me. Do you remember, Quentyn?
Yes, I remember, but...
But what, darling?
Do you know that your sister's at Collinwood?
Daphne. Living in Collinwood. I had no idea.
She's been there several months.
But she didn't know the Collinses. What made her come there?
Well, the fact that you were dead. She thought I did it.
I don't understand.
She came back to avenge your death.
But surely, after she met you, she must have realized that you couldn't harm anyone.
Well, that's true. But things changed after that. Quite a bit.
I want to see Daphne as soon as possible.
Well, before you do, I think we ought to have a long talk.
I know, darling. We have so much talking to do. I'm sure so much happened while I was thought dead.
Yes, a lot of things have happened. And several things have changed.
Well, first we're going to see that you get your freedom back, and then you and I will have all the time we want to talk.
Joanna, I think we ought to talk first.
Quentyn, I'm sorry to intrude, but the judges have announced that they're ready.
This tribunal has studied the motion and has decided that the woman who announced herself as Joanna Mills is indeed Joanna Mills, and the court will hear what she has to say. You will take the stand, Miss Mills. Do you swear that the testimony you are about to give this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Your Honor, I must object again. If this woman is Joanna Mills, then I say she is not fit to testify because her last known residence was in an asylum, from which, incidentally, she escaped.
Your Honor, are we to go through the ordeal of questioning this woman's insanity?
No, we are not, Mr. Collins. The prosecutor's objection is overruled.
Exception.
Unnoted, you take the stand.
Since the forthcoming piece of testimony is unprecedented, I would like to know just whose witness this woman is to be.
At the moment, Mr. Dawson, she is the court's witness. But you and the counsel for the defense will have ample chance to question her later.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, Miss Mills, is it true that you escaped from an asylum?
I was there, but I did not escape. I decided one day that I didn't need to be there anymore, so I left.
Without telling anyone that you were leaving?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, will you tell us why you were in this asylum?
I was quite emotionally disturbed, and I needed to be helped.
Would you tell us what was the cause of this emotional disturbance?
I was in love with a man who I knew could never be mine.
I see. Now, from the records that we have seen, you were declared dead when your body was found. It was washed ashore below the Bedford Cliffs. Now, what do you have to say to that?
Your Honor, I know nothing of that, except that obviously a great mistake was made. After I left the asylum, I went to Boston and began to live a very quiet life.
Gentlemen, the court has no further questions. Mr. Dawson, do you wish to interrogate the witness?
The prosecution still contends that this woman is not a valid witness in the case, therefore the prosecution has no questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Collins, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Mills, you stated that your emotional disturbance stemmed from your love of a man you knew you could not have. Are you willing to identify that man now?
I was and am in love with Quentyn Collins.
How long ago did you return to Collinsport?
3 days ago.
Why did you return?
I wanted to see him again.
Why? To resume your illicit affair? To try to destroy Samantha Collins' marriage?
Objection.
Sustained. Oh, Mr. Dawson, your opinions are out of order. Now, you were given a chance to interrogate this witness, and you declined it. Now, this court will entertain any valid objections you may have, but I have to ask you to keep your personal emotions under control. Go on, Mr. Collins.
Now, Miss Mills, there has been introduced into this trial a letter that the prosecution alleges was left on a tree by the spirit of someone they think is you. Do you have any knowledge of this letter?
Yes, I do.
Will you tell the court who wrote it?
I did.
And how did you come to write this letter?
Well, the evening I decided to visit Quentyn at Collinwood. On my way there, I stopped by a place in the woods where we used to meet, a large oak tree. We used to leave notes for each other there. Then when I moved close to it, I was very surprised to discover a note for me from Quentyn. I thought somehow he had learned that I was back, and that was his way of surprising me. So I decided to return his surprise by answering his note. Then, when I returned to the village, I found out that Quentyn didn't know I was back because he was on trial for his life. I don't know where that first note came from or what it was doing in the tree.
Miss Mills, the defense is grateful for your testimony. You may leave the stand. Your Honor, I think it is very clearly established that there was nothing supernatural about this letter. The spirit that Mr. Trask thought he saw was obviously someone who was alive, this witness. Her testimony shows that there was absolutely no communication between the living and the dead. In the light of Joanna Mills' testimony, I move that the testimony of Lamar Trask be stricken from the record.
This tribunal is willing to consider that motion. is the opinion of this tribunal that the remarks made by Miss Mills under oath clearly invalidate the earlier testimony of Lamar Trask.
Your Honor, this is outrageous.
Let me finish, Mr. Dawson. Therefore, the motion of the defense is granted, and the testimony of Lamar Trask is stricken from the record. And it is the further finding of this court that Miss Mills' testimony has raised some rather serious questions regarding certain events and evidence in this trial.
I would ask that the court clarify that statement.
I believe it has become very obvious, not only to the court, Mr. Dawson, but to all of us here, that someone has deliberately tried to incriminate the defendant.
I was addressing the court, Mr. Collins, not you.
Mr. Dawson, the court is now most curious about some earlier testimony concerning the appearance of a so-called ghost at Collingwood. But I am sure that the defense is amply prepared to deal with that subject.
I am, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would like at this time to request a recess.
That request is granted. This court is recessed until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Charles, I can't believe it. She actually appeared? She took the stand? Well, how do you explain this?
I told you it was so dangerous to use that letter.
Wait a minute, Charles. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, of course I'm sure.
Well, explain it.
I am not interested in explaining it. I tell you, Gerard, we had him. We had him. That judge was only syllables away from offering a verdict in favor of the prosecution, and then she walked in. Now listen to me. We are in very serious trouble at the moment. We need a stronger weapon. I am aware of the dangers involved, but I say we must use the head of Judah Zachary. Are you listening to me?
Yes, I heard you. I just need time to think.
We don't have any time, Gerard. We have to have something big by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
You will have my answer tonight, Charles. Samantha. I forgot to tell Samantha.
My name is Joanna Mills. I understand my sister Daphne works here. May I see her?
Joanna Mills.
Yes, and you are Mrs. Quentyn Collins.
Yes, I am.
You and I know of each other, even though we've never met. I assure you, I don't mean to disturb you. I only want to see my sister.
Your sister's upstairs.
Thank you.
Samantha, something has happened. I'll pour you a brandy.
She's the one I saw by the tree.
Now, Samantha, get a hold of yourself. There's nothing to worry about, even if she has returned.
Gerard, that woman is dead.
Samantha, control yourself now. Believe me.
She's dead.
Well, obviously there has been a mistake.
No, there's no mistake.
Anyone in their right mind can tell that Joanna Mills is alive.
No, she's dead. I know. Because I killed Joanna Mills.
you.